what would you say to somebody that's hearing you and they're like, okay, Dean, I get it. I'm taking extreme accountability. I'm going to take complete ownership, but like, how do I get out of here? Like, what do I need to do to become that better person?
Okay, so it's such a great question. And here, my brain goes in a million different directions. And I want to tell you, it's, first off, when you asked me earlier too, how I've evolved into this, because I've taken the steps to learn. I listen an hour a day, every day of my life, 7 days a week. I listen to personal development. I listen to human psychology, positive psychology. I look at history. I'm feeding my brain every day. Plus, I get to be partners and best friends with Tony Robbins. And so this is a work in progress. So please know I don't have all the answers. But questions like that, I understand. I like thinking of like the going upstream. And every year of my life, as my knowledge turns into wisdom, I realize, I need to go another layer upstream. You know, my dad was diagnosed with diabetes years ago. And when he first got it, he got all this freaking medicine. And just because I'm in this philosophy of going upstream, I'm like, well, could we do something to stop the medicine? And we obsessed on it and we went upstream. And just a simple analogy, we changed his diet, his sleeping habits, when he ate, how he ate. And within 3 months, we went back in, diabetes was under control. He hasn't taken medicine in 18 years, right? That's just an upstream philosophy. And what I realized is every time you think you're actually upstream, you're not. You're 10 feet up the stream when there's miles to go, right? I love that story, and I don't know where the first time I heard it is. It was about medicals, like doctors being overwhelmed. And it talked about these medical doctors or these students in medical school are pulling in a parking lot, and there's a stream by the parking lot, and there's people drowning. And somebody runs out and saves one and saves the other. And every time a new doctor pulls up, it's the overwhelm of doctors, right? And it's like, come help me, come help me. And they're just, as much as they can go out in the stream to pull people out of the river, more fucking people are drowning. And finally, one guy pulls up, he looks, he gets back in his car and starts taking off. And doctor goes, you horrible bastard, why are you leaving? He's like, because we're never going to solve it here. I'm going to drive upstream and see who's throwing them in and stop it. Mm-hmm. And I've just taken on that philosophy more now than ever, that every time I think I got it solved, I'm like, I'm still not all the way upstream.